It's been a while, I know, but I was having my character development arc. Hello peeps, my name is Lore and welcome to my little corner on the internet. Hello everybody, and if you're coming back, it's nice to see you here again. It's been a while, I know, but the important thing is that I'm finally back. Today I'm talking about the subscription service for books called Scribd. I am just making this video because I'm very angry with Scribd, and you'll see why in a minute. Then you can decide if Scribd would be for you or not. Spoiler alert, it wasn't for me personally. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Scribd, it's basically pitched as this like online platform where you pay a monthly subscription fee and you can read from all of their like audiobooks and ebooks and even like some documents people upload to the page. Supposedly you can read everything you want from their selection. Okay, so for a little bit of context, my adventure with Scribd started on June 30th. Today is July 10th, so it has been about a week and I already decided that I do not want to continue with Scribd. So you may be thinking to yourself, like, it's only been roughly a week, how have you decided that you do not want to continue using Scribd? And that, my friends, is a very easy answer, because they have a very misleading marketing campaign. At first I thought like, wow, Scribd is kind of like the perfect subscription service for me, that I like to read a lot and maybe it's gonna help me save a bit of money by the end of each month by not having to buy each and every book I want to read that month. And don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, it is cost efficient. It's a really good price, but it's just the advertising and their marketing campaign, it's just very misleading, and that's what I'm not vibing with. So basically what a lot of people compare it to, and even Scribd themselves, evidence in the picture I'm gonna put somewhere here, they compare it to Netflix. They say it's a Netflix for books. And when I first saw one of their ads, it reads like unlimited books or something like that. I'm gonna put a screenshot, and it does say unlimited with an asterisk, but I would say that that is still misleading marketing and it's not fair. Anyways, like I was saying, Scribd is basically compared to Netflix by most people. But here is where I have my problem. Picture this. Imagine that you're binge watching your favorite series on Netflix, and all of a sudden you can't watch the next episode because Netflix is telling you that you've watched way too many episodes for the month and you will only be able to continue watching your series until the next month. So that's what happened to me. It has roughly been a week since I started using Scribd, and I already have reached my limit for the books and audiobooks I was allowed to listen for this month, and it's only been a week. Throughout the week that I was actually able to use Scribd, I was able to listen to 5 audiobooks, from which 2 were complete books, 2 were short stories, and 1 was technically a book, but it was like a 1-hour audiobook. So 5 audiobooks total in a week. And keep in mind, I was able to go through them that quickly because, like I already said, 3 of those 5 audiobooks were like 1-hour to 2-hour audiobooks, and only 2 of them were Blue Lily Lily Blue and The Raven King, which both of them were like from 10 to 12 hours each. But then my real problem with the service started when I began to read Fence, a graphic novel by C.S. Packet. So basically, this graphic novel was published in a more traditional comic way, where they had issues where they're like short chapters, basically from 25 to 30 pages each. And after they release a few issues, they make volumes. First of all, I read volume 1, which is issues 1 through 4, but then I clicked on the second one, so issue 2, thinking that it was volume 2, and then I realized like, I already read this. So I went through 2, 3, and 4, realizing that I had already read those, and then through 5 to continue with the story, right? So technically I read 12 ebooks, but one of them was like 120 pages, and all of the other 11 were like 25 to 30 pages because there were issues, not volumes, you know? Scribd should have something that balances out the amount of pages you can read, not the amount of books or titles you should be able to read. Because like I already said, I finished the graphic novel Fence in like, what, about 2 hours? And if I had known that I was gonna be limited to how much I was gonna be able to read, I wouldn't have like chosen to read a graphic novel. I would have chosen like a 500-page book or something. And there was a 4th volume, and I tried to read it, but I saw that it wasn't available. It said coming soon, available on the 30th of July. And that's when I thought like, oh, maybe it's not in the platform yet, or like maybe it's a new release or something like that. So I didn't think much of it, and I was fine with that, right? But then next day, I go to bed. I usually like to listen to stuff while I fall asleep, and I was planning to listen to another short, like 1-hour audiobook. But then I noticed that everything that I had saved was not available. It said available until the 30th of July, which is when my membership starts. I start to pay for my membership because I'm still in my 30-day free trial, right? I'm gonna give you a tip. Don't save the titles that you actually want to read. So don't save anything, because I found out that there are still some books that I am able to read, but specifically all of the books I saved say that I'm not gonna be able to read them until July 30th. So if you save them, chances are that Scribd are not gonna let you read them. So don't save any books and just seek them out separately whenever you want to read them. That's a tip I have. So then I thought like, maybe like some of the books are not included in the 30-day membership trial, which is kind of weird, because if you're offering a like however many days trial is so the person is able to experience the full service and then decide if they want to pay for it or not, right? But again, I didn't think much of it. Then I thought, maybe they limit the amount of books you can read in a free trial so people don't come in taking advantage of the service, read as much as they can in 30 days and then like not pay for the service. But then I did a little bit more research, and I found out that even when you pay, you have a limit of audiobooks and ebooks you can read per month. So 1 month of Scribd is 150 pesos, which is basically like $750. 1 month of Netflix is 200 pesos, which is basically $10. So $2.50 difference is not that big. And keep in mind, in Netflix, I can watch as much series as I want for as long as I want, like basically actually unlimited. And on Scribd, only for the difference of $2, I'm not allowed to read what I was promised. I don't know how much the price would have to increase, but still I would prefer to actually be able to read unlimited, like as much as I want, for maybe a little bit of more money than just being limited to a certain amount of books. I think a great way to fix this problem would be offering different prices depending on what would accommodate each user best, similar to how Netflix offers different prices depending on the number of screens you want to use at the same time. So maybe they can offer a basic, cheaper subscription for people that don't read that much per month, and a premium, more expensive one for people that read up to 6 or more books per month. And honestly, I don't know who else would be paying for Scribd apart from like avid readers, you know, like chances are if someone doesn't read that often, they're not gonna be wanting to spend $8 a month for a subscription service they're not gonna like use at all. So it makes sense why they're doing it. It's so they can compensate the authors fairly. But then again, like I wouldn't mind paying just a little bit more for being able to actually read unlimited books, you know? Like I said, it is cost efficient, it's just not for me. The way I consume my reading is usually in the traditional format, meaning like actual physical printed books. Then I would say I listen to audiobooks more than I read ebooks, just because I don't really like reading ebooks. It makes my eyes really tired really quick and I can't really concentrate. I would have been using it mainly for the audiobook feature, and I am not gonna be able to read as much audiobooks as I would have been like to been reading. And I already share a Audible account with my brother where we have the, I think it's called Audible Plus, I don't know, but it's like the subscription where you can read all of the Audible included titles, which are actually unlimited. Maybe they're not usually like the most popular books and you would still have to like pay for the audiobook you really want, but the Audible included are actually unlimited, and they do have a lot of classics and stuff that you can just get for free with your subscription. Yeah, I just don't think that I will continue to use Scribd. Even as I was canceling my subscription, they had the audacity to put this banner in front of me saying that I still had unlimited access to the entire library when I wasn't able to actually read what I wanted to anymore. Do let me know if you liked this kind of video and if you would be interested in me reviewing any other reading platforms. I guess that's everything for today. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care. Bye.